So I've been asked to give the nickel tour of our new toy, and so here it is. This will be the outside tour. This is a Coachmen Freedom Express. The floor plan we chose is a 204 RD, so it's kind of a minimalist trailer. Has no slide outs. It's got one queen bed. It's just for us. Technically the dinette could be lowered and a couple kids could sleep on it, but it's an aluminum frame, fiberglass shell. It's 24.5 feet long, and it only weighs just under 4,000 pounds, but I think the options we chose probably pushed it up to around 4,100 pounds. So let's start here at the front. First off, let me brag a little bit here first. We got this from Country RV in Tilden, Wisconsin. This is the same dealership that Mom and Dad bought their trailer at, what, 15 years ago. And I forgot about them. I was driving to Eau Claire to look at other dealerships, and I remembered, well, they said they got theirs in Tilden, so I took a back road and used GPS to find them. And shout out to Darla Krog, who is a salesperson there, and she made all the difference. I tell you what, I sat down and I told her what I thought we were looking for in a trailer, and she patiently talked me into what we should have in a trailer and correctly pointed out several errors of our logic, and this is what we ended up with. And now that it's here and we stand in it and we look at it, it's perfect. It's just what we want for being able to actually travel. We want to be able to go coast to coast, wherever our kids end up. We want to go visit them, and it's a lightweight trailer technically that our pickup can easily pull. So thank you very much, Country RV in Tilden, Wisconsin. So let's see here. We've got this hitch. You need to have a load distribution anti-sway hitch, and so we picked out this one. You go online to Equalizer Hitch website and you put in the size and weight of your trailer, and it'll recommend what you need. So this is actually a 10,000 pound capacity hitch. And you'd think, oh wow, that's twice as much what you need, but boy does it work perfect. Plus I could buy extra brackets if and when I do get a car hauler trailer, and just put the extra brackets on the second trailer, and I have a hitch that can pull that too. So, and it comes with a power tongue jack, which is really important, because in order to hook up your hitch you have to raise and lower the hitch a couple times, and if you had to hand crank that each time you were hooking up, you'd start to mumble, I'm pretty sure. Comes with two 20-pound propane tanks, one battery, 12 volt, but you can see that the battery rack is large enough to be able to accommodate a couple more batteries, and I'll be doing that after a couple payments here. So here we've got pass-through storage, and what we really like, I really like, is the magnets to hold the door open. Just quick and easy, flip the door up. And then inside here we've got lighting, it goes all the way across, you can actually see in there. And then suspended from the ceiling is a portable table. Take that outside, it's all plastic and it isn't going to soak up water or rot. And then another switch here on the side, you turn that on. I don't know if you'll see it in the daylight, but well, yeah, you can. Okay. Except there's this thermonuclear star up in the sky. But on the fiberglass cap in the front here, you see these LED lights, and they really light up this hitch area at night when you're trying to hook up and stuff like that. The power tongue jack has a light on it, but it's pretty minimal. So the next cool little feature is this. It's pre-wired for an external solar panel. Now the panels they sell you are really overpriced, but they come with everything you need. So if you don't know anything about solar, you can buy a kit, It just plugs right in and it'll charge your batteries. Now it's not a 5,000 watt off-grid system. It's just a trickle charge to keep your batteries topped off. So don't get any ideas you're going to be living on solar. Anyway, I was able to go online and I found just the connector I need, so I'll be able to hook up to my 200 watt panel that I already have. So that's nice. Let's see here, external speakers. They're pretty lame. They're not, you know, it's not like you're going to have a really nice concert effect, but external, real stove vent to the exterior. Exterior satellite cable hookup. Now this isn't where you would connect to the RV park cable system. This is where you would set up your table out here, put your TV on it, and you've got an outlet and cable hookup. So if you're going camping and you want to watch TV while you're going camping, but anyway, it's there. Maybe for the game day tailgating party. I chose to go with these style wheel chocks. They actually clamp to the tires and they act like a brake. I've used the little wedges that you put on the tires, and not in a camper environment, but in loading car haulers and bobcat trailers and stuff like that. And when that trailer starts to rock back and forth or you move around, it can skid those chocks out, and then you kind of lose the chocking capability. So I went with those clamps. They're not hard to put in. Got the nice little plastic shims to go under the tires. Let's see, it comes with the oversized grab handle, and the grab handle can tip both ways. I've seen online that you kind of want to have it that way for transport in case your latch ever fails, or the flexing of the trailer causes the door to pop open. This can be your last chance, fail safe, to keep your door closed. All the lights, exterior lights, are LED. The awning. Here's one of the features I really liked about this one, is the awning covers all the doors and windows. I saw several floor plans and models where the awning would cover the door, one window, and then stop like right about in here. And I'm like, what the heck? Why wouldn't you shade that one window? That's the one window by the bed. But anyway, it's a power awning, and it has a full-length LED light underneath it, which is kind of nice. And then it also has the little amber, what they call a porch light. It's supposed to be a little less attractive to bugs. And it's a lot dimmer, so if you're done for the night, quiet hours, you can turn off the bright LED light and just leave that little porch light on so you can find your way in the dark. I chose to go with a factory installed ladder because you need to get up on the roof to be able to check the rubber membrane frequently. If you happen to drag a branch across it or something like that, you want to make sure you haven't ripped it. And that's a nice place to store a ladder when it's installed, instead of having to carry one with you. And then we also chose the frameless windows. And the big reason we wanted the frameless windows is they can be left open like this in an awning type layout, and that way if we're gone for the afternoon and sure enough that mid-afternoon shower comes blowing through, you can have your windows open, still get some airflow, and you're not getting everything rained on inside. The side-by-side sliding windows have a better airflow, but you better be there when the rain comes to close them. That's what we found out with the bus too. Leave the windows open, great, nice ventilation, and then you're gone mid-afternoon at an air show, and sure enough, a little storm blows through. The other thing that's nice about the frameless windows is the glass protects the rubber seal from sunlight. So when they're closed, it protects the most vulnerable part of the window, is the rubber framing, the rubber seal around it. So that's our primary purpose. Standard water heater, 6-gallon water heater, both propane and electric. It supposedly recovers quicker if you have both electric and propane turned on at the same time. Let's see here. This is our freshwater fill. So we can just hook a hose up, fill up. It's a 49-gallon freshwater tank. This is something different from the old RVs that we had, our first travel trailer, which is like a 1972 Smoky. The electric cord is detachable now. So when you're done at the RV park, you don't have to try to feed in 25 feet of electrical cable and then have a 2-inch hole in the side of your RV that you're hoping mice will not figure out how to flip this cover open and get inside your chassis here. So now it's detachable. You can store the cable up front. This is where you would hook up to the park cable system or your external satellite system. Again, I think of Aunt Jean, you're camping. We're camping here, so we don't need all that. External hot and cold shower. I think that's going to get utilized a lot more than we anticipated. Just to wash your hair, rinse off your muddy shoes, your feet, cool off on a hot afternoon. This is the black water tank rinse. It connects to a spray nozzle inside the black tank to help break up the solids and flush them all out. So that's a nice feature. If older campers, you can buy a wand that you can put down the toilet and it'll do the same thing, but this is built in. Nice. This is your freshwater inlet, so if you're in a park with city water, you can hook up here and then your freshwater system runs off of the water pressure. You don't have to use your 12-volt water pump. And then every camper's favorite features, the drain systems, black and gray tank drain. I haven't measured the ground height on that, but one thing I like about this is the black and gray water tanks are in front of the axle. The freshwater tank is behind the axle. For weight and balance then, it kind of relieves the tongue weight a little bit, because that 400 pounds of fresh water is behind the pivot point of the axles. Takes some of the weight off. 4-corner stabilizer jacks, and they're the scissor type jacks. I did buy the cordless drill and the 3/4 inch socket to run those up and down nice and quickly. This model has the spare tire hung under the tongue. So that's our new toy. Hope to get it out here in a week or two. We're still just kind of fitting it out with all of our bits and pieces. We let everything go with the bus when we sold that, and so we're having to rebuy everything, which is okay. Everything that was in the bus would be 15 years old now, and so it's probably time to buy new. But when I pulled it home about 50 miles from the dealership with that hitch and the brake controller, the truck acted as though it was completely unloaded, almost like bobtailing home. It rode so nice, and it was kind of a blustery afternoon when I drove it home. So really excited, can't wait to get out there, make some trips. So that's the exterior tour.